You've been very open about mental health. Why do you reckon guys don't talk about their mental health that much?
It's because of shame and guilt, mate. We're not. Us men are supposed to be providers and protectors. You know, admitting that we got problems or that we can't handle life is emasculating, and we don't want to tell our birds. You know what I mean? Our girlfriends that we're not handling things. We don't want to tell our mates that we're not handling things. But what we're trying to do, we're men in their emotions. What our ethos is, what we're really serious about is reshaping vulnerability into strength. You know, showing men that being vulnerable and opening up and saying, do you know what, man, I've got a gambling addiction. I've lost all my money, or I can't stop sniffing coke. You know, when I don't want to. I've got kids, and I'm not enjoying my relationship, or my wife's abusive, or my husband's abusive. Whoever you are, whatever the problem is. Men need to learn that opening up and talking about it's the first step to sorting their stuff out, and that's what we're trying to share. And that's what the group's about. You can post anonymously on the group. In Facebook, it's a Facebook group called Men and Emotions. You post anonymously, saying how you feel, what's going on, and it could be anything. Like the other day, we had a man whose father has dementia, and he's writing in the group that he wants his dad to die, and he feels guilty about that because he feels like he's lost his dad. And then hundreds of men are wading in, saying, listen, that's a natural way to feel, and now the guy understands his feelings more.
I must admit, I've got some friends coming today who bought tickets, and they said that one of the reasons why they feel easier to speak about their mental health is because of you. Because obviously you went through quite a traumatic time getting, I guess, cancelled, but then you have been so honest about talking about mental health and talking about hecklers as well. I can't imagine what hecklers are like. You can play on them, but I'm sure at times it would get annoying. How does it feel that you've probably helped a lot of men without realising you've helped a lot of men?
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. It's nice. I'm a firm believer now after being open about my. Do you know what? Part of me sharing my. Sorry, it's still difficult to talk about some of it, but part of me sharing about feeling suicidal or drinking and doing too many drugs or being a to my partner, you know, staying out all night and hitting rehab and then struggling. Part of me doing that is because being accountable for it made me feel better. Instead of pretending that I was a great person, putting it out there and saying, do you know what, this is what's wrong. I feel about myself because of how I'm behaving, and that in itself was freeing. You know, I could begin to change those behaviours, and I think now that I'm happy has a lot to do with my self-esteem, how I view myself. I think that I'm all right now, and I think that's what's transpired, and that's what I'm trying to get across to lads. Like, accountability is key, and change is possible, man.